Today's important news. Donald Trump calls Modi to extend birthday wishes. So, Donald Trump extends birthday wishes to Narendra Modi ji. Today is 75th birthday of our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On this occasion, we are going to launch a new program in India. It's a very important program. PM Modi to launch Swasth Nari Shashakt Parivar Abhiyan, 8th Rashtriya Poshan Mah, and distribute PMMVY benefits tomorrow. And the Prime Minister Modi will launch Swasth Nari Shashakt Parivar Abhiyan and other important programs. Particularly, the Swasth Nari Shashakt Parivar Abhiyan will be observed from 17th September to 2nd October 2025. The Abhiyan will be jointly implemented by Ministry of Women and Child Development and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, reflecting the government's strong commitment to the convergence of health and nutrition services. The Swasth Nari Shashakt Parivar Abhiyan reflects PM's vision for healthy, empowered society in the bedrock of Viksit Bharat 2047. It is focused on women-centric preventive care. Swasth Nari Shashakt Parivar Abhiyan, it is focused on women-centric preventive care. It promotes screening, early detection and awareness of health issues. Screening, early detection and awareness of key health issues. It's very important. And today, they are going to launch many schemes, similar schemes. Coming back, India-US to push for early conclusion of a trade deal. India and America held positive and forward-looking discussions on the proposed bilateral trade agreement between the two countries, according to the statement given by Commerce Ministry. The ministry added that the two sides decided to intensify efforts towards an early conclusion of mutually beneficial trade agreement. A team of officials from USTR, US Trade Representative, led by Brendan Lynch, the chief US negotiator, held discussions with the Indian side led by Rajesh Agarwal, Special Secretary in the Department of Commerce. The meeting lasted for about 7 hours. So, there is no early sign of conclusion of trade deal between India and America. It's only initial discussions were going on between India and America with respect to trade deal. And the next important news, 13 dead as torrential rain, flash floods hit Dehradun. At least 13 people were killed and 6 have been missing after overnight torrential rain and flash floods wreaked havoc in Dehradun, Uttarakhand capital. Heavy rains battered most of the areas in Dehradun and many markets and temples were submerged. Particularly, if you observe, shops, small hotels, homes in the market area were washed away or heavily damaged. Tapkeshwar, a Shiva temple, was submerged. This is pathetic. So, flash floods in Uttarakhand claimed 13 lives. It's very bad. Coming back, Israel is committing genocide in Gaza, says UN Commission. Israel is committing genocide in Gaza, says UN Commission. UN investigation on Tuesday, that is on September 16th, concluded that Israel is committing genocide in Gaza in a bid to destroy the Palestinians, accusing Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other top officials for incitement of this genocide. The UN Independent International Commission of Inquiry, which does not speak on behalf of the world body, found the genocide is occurring in Gaza. Commission Chief Navi Pillay said, the responsibility lies with the state of Israel. The report, immediately slammed by Israel, marks the first time a UN-mandated investigative body has concluded that a country is committing genocide. It's the first time in the history that a UN-mandated body concluding that a country is committing genocide. So, it's so pathetic. We have to really feel bad about the people who are suffering in Gaza also. Already, many victims in Israel got suffered, hostages got suffered. Now, the same is being faced by the people in, very badly by the people in Gaza. It's very bad. And even yesterday I read a news, in the recent attack by Israel on Gaza, twins, small children, 6 years old twins also died. 6 years old twins also died. And this story is still going on. Constitutional clarity on Supreme Court versus Governor and President. As you all know, Tamil Nadu, many bills were pending in Tamil Nadu Tamil Nadu governor and President of India, they are sitting on the bills for 3 to 5 years. The Supreme Court, by using its powers under Article 142, said that all bills deemed to be passed. So then President of India went to Supreme Court under Article 143 asking the advice of the Supreme Court. Now there are lot many discussions are going on this particular issue. Let's wait and see how Supreme Court concludes on this. How Supreme Court is going to conclude on this. Next important news, very good news from Agriculture Ministry. Food grain, fruit and vegetable yields rose this year. Union Agriculture Minister said that food grains output as well as fruit and vegetable production had seen a significant rise in this year. If you compare with the previous year, food grain production got increased. Food grains, fruits and vegetables. The central government has set a production target of 362.5 million tons of food grains for 2025-2026, up from 341 million tons. The central food grain production reached 353.96 million tons in 2024-2025, an increase of 21.66 tons, almost 6.5% increase of food grain production. The country also received a record harvest in the crops such as rice, wheat, maize, groundnut and soybean. And the output of horticulture crops also increased. So it's a good news for India that we are increasing our crop production, fruits, vegetables and food grains. Very big news that is coming up. The other important news coming up from World Health Organization. World Health Organization included drugs with respect to diabetes and drugs with respect to obesity under essential medicines list. With the World Health Organization updating its model list of essential medicines EML to add GLP-1 class of drugs for diabetes with associated comorbidities such as obesity. Access to these drugs might just become easier. Listing a medicine on essential medical list is one step in a series of action that can lead to lower costs, better affordability and greater access. It's very important news. So the drugs which are associated with diabetes and other comorbidities are being listed under essential medicines list by WHO. In future, these drugs cost might become cheaper and accessibility might be improved for these drugs. So affordability and accessibility, these two words are very crucial. Affordability and accessibility.